What's going on, everybody? It's Simply Bimpley here, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing my first ever Q&A. As I've mentioned in a bunch of previous videos, I have a Discord server, and in that Discord server, you could send like art, memes, pictures of your pets, and video ideas, and a bunch of other stuff. And one of the video ideas was a Q&A, so I decided I'd make a text channel for Q&As and just go through it and answer your guys' questions. Also, this is my first video without any script. This is just me talking directly to the camera, so if this turns out like shit, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go through these questions. Does it shake and does it Jesus. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. How is it having Charlie, and then in quotes, Moisty Man, as a dad? Fucking god. So I do get a lot of comments of people comparing me to Moist Critical and saying that like I'm a Moist Critical clone and shit like that, and I do get where a lot of the comments are coming from. I mean, I am wearing a white t-shirt today, so I guess that doesn't exactly help my case. But things like that, combined with the fact that I have long hair, a monotone voice, and kind of the same type of dry humor, a lot of people do compare me to Moist Critical, and to be completely honest, it's not on purpose. I just like to be comfortable. I have my hair long, and this is just the way I've talked like my whole life. Same with my humor. I've always had that kind of dry sense of humor, and I do get other like pieces of my humor from other things that like I've watched growing up, YouTubers, TV shows, and shit like that. But dry humor has always been there since way before I even knew who Moist Critical was. And we do also upload somewhat similar content like with the slop videos and shit like that, but that is simply just because I like uploading those videos and I like talking about what's relevant and what's going on, you know, in recent topics. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, even though that wasn't exactly the question you asked. How do I properly dispose of a body? You need bleach. And acid. A lot of acid. Bimpley OnlyFans when? If this video gets exactly 5 likes, I will start an OnlyFans. Bimpley foot reveal when? I'm not so much as showing a toe on this YouTube channel until I get $1,000 for it. Can Bimpley show us his best fighting moves? I would love to show you my best fighting moves, but my camera simply cannot pick up my movements. It's too quick for the human eye or a camera to pick up. Sorry about that. Who's your favorite mod? I'm gonna be honest, it probably is Salad because she bought me Minecraft and made this lovely piece of channel art for me. Thank you for that, Salad. What is Bimpley's earliest memory? What the fuck is my earliest memory? I don't know, probably just me crying and being a little shit and like constantly asking for food and stuff like that. I was very fat when I was like 3. Probably 4. I was really fat when I was very young. It stopped when I hit about like 10, I want to say. But like before that, I was very, very fat. What is Bimpley's greatest accomplishment? Oh, that's actually a good question. Wow, I didn't think we'd get actual questions. Honestly, probably a lot of things that I've done with this channel specifically. I've had a lot of failed YouTube channels in the past, probably like 4 to 5 YouTube channels that I've just deleted out of how cringy the content was that I was posting. But with this YouTube channel, I tried a lot harder. I stayed a lot more consistent, even though I haven't uploaded in like a month. But I have been trying a lot harder. I've been trying different types of content, and I also studied the content that does well and the type of content that I like to watch for years. And then tried to make put my own spin on that as best as possible, basically. And being able to do that, being able to upload videos like my RE4 remake video, which was a type of video that I wanted to upload for actual years at this point, and I finally got to actually do it, I would definitely consider that an accomplishment. And I definitely do plan on doing more videos like that in the future. It's just, that video took like a month and a half of straight editing. Who's your biggest inspiration? I have a couple of different inspirations, especially when it comes to the whole YouTube thing. I feel like I'm kind of just this amalgamation of a bunch of different YouTubers that inspire me and put them all together almost. As a kid, I grew up watching YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, that whole space of YouTube. And especially YouTubers like Jacksepticeye showed me that people actually do YouTube as their career, as their job. Well, job. And Jacksepticeye always inspired me to make content, not only to make content, but just to enjoy like playing video games and making that content. It wasn't whenever I was making YouTube videos, and whenever I do make YouTube videos, I try to never make them with the idea of views and how good the video is gonna do. I try to make it with the mindset of, do I actually like this video, and would I actually watch this video if it was to pop up in my recommended? And YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, YouTubers like Moist Critical even, they definitely helped me maintain that mindset, I feel. I do get some other inspirations, like my editing. A big part of my editing is inspired by Pyrocynical and his long-form content. And a big part of my humor, I feel like, is also inspired by people like Jay Schlatt. But yeah, as I mentioned, it feels like just an amalgamation of a bunch of different YouTubers put into one. Do you have some important and life-changing advice for us? Yeah, subscribe with post notifications and like this video. It actually does so much more than you think. Would you let Drake hit? Who would you let smash, Obama or SpongeBob? This is actually a good one. Because I grew up watching SpongeBob my whole life, so I don't know if I'd want to get, like, my childhood destroyed. Obama's got a shit ton of money. Probably Obama, just because of how much money he has. Yeah, probably Obama. Why do we have to keep calling me Nipley? My name is not fucking Nipley. What's Nipley's biggest regret in life? I don't know, probably making a Q&A section on my Discord server? What's Bimpley's best dance move? What is my best dance move? I have to give some serious thought into this one. You know, I'm not really the dancing type. I'm usually the type of guy who just, like, bobs back and forth when listening to a song like a fucking idiot. I could try to hit the thug shaker, though. Alright, I've never done this before, so I don't... Is this how you do it? Am I doing it right, Trap? Trap, am I doing it right? Is this good? Is this good? Am I doing it right? I think I'm doing it right. If anybody needs a backup dancer, you could email me. All of my business inquiries are in my channel description, so yeah. The most embarrassing, gut-wrenching time in your life. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have so many. I mean, as a kid, I've definitely had, like, a bunch of different embarrassing moments, like falling in front of my crushes and shit like that. One time, my parents made me get a buzz cut when I was, like, very young, and I had to go to school with it after having my hair decently long. And I, like, just the feeling of walking into that school knowing that kids were gonna slap the back of my head because of how short my hair was at the time. Yeah, that was pretty gut-wrenching. If you could switch life with a celebrity or YouTuber, who would it be? Well, that's a good one. I probably wouldn't switch any of my lives with a celebrity because I feel like that's just too many eyes on me. Like, I mean, I know it's kind of ironic I make YouTube videos, but I never want to be, like, the biggest YouTuber in the world. I never want to have as many eyes on me as, like, somebody like Moist Critical, for example, since we fucking mentioned him so much in this video. People who have that big of a following, I don't think I would ever want to have that huge of a following, because it would just stress me out so much knowing how many people are, like, expecting a video and what, like, you know, the quality of a video they expect and shit like that. But a YouTuber, I would probably honestly pick somebody like FaZe Jev. I know that sounds kind of weird, but, like, most of the content that he makes is just, like, him playing whatever game he likes and just making a video out of that. Besides that, maybe like the bigger, maybe like somebody like White Light. I don't know if you guys, I really like White Light's videos. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He makes really long retrospective videos. Well, I don't know if they're very long. I mean, he has like a 7-hour Death Stranding retrospective. But just the thought of being able to just make these long, in-depth videos on video games that you love and have that be the type of content that you make, you know what I'm saying? I've always kind of liked that. But at the same time, I know how much work goes into those types of videos. I've made videos at a smaller scale that took months and months of recording and editing and playing. So I know how hard those videos are to make. But with that being said, I wouldn't mind switching places with him, I feel. Who's your favorite music artist slash band? I listen to a lot of different types of music. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of Andreas Romberg's music. He's the guy who created Cry of Fear. He's also known as Rumpel, but his music name is Intig, I think. I've been listening to a lot of his music, and I think his music is honestly great. I've been listening to a lot of Evanescence recently, since I grew up during that whole Call of Duty trickshotting era, and you would always hear people like Evanescence and Linkin Park for the soundtrack for montages and stuff like that. I also listen to a lot of video game soundtracks, like the Devil May Cry 3 soundtrack I think is amazing. And I also use a lot of video game soundtracks in the background of my videos because I know I won't get copyright striked and I actually like those songs. But yeah, I also listen to some other random things. I listen to the Gorillaz a lot. Actually, let me just check my Spotify playlist. Yeah, a lot of Gorillaz, some Black Sabbath is in here, a lot of video game soundtracks, a lot of Evanescence. Like, I mentioned. Some Lil Uzi Vert is in here, MF Doom, some David Bowie, a decent amount of Joey Badass, and some Kanye West also. Just a couple of different things. Like I said, I listen to a whole bunch of different shit, so. Alright, final question. Does it clap? Jesus fucking The answer is yes. Alright, well that's all the questions we have for this Q&A. I literally just went through all of the actual questions and tried not to repeat the same questions and stuff like that. So if you want to send in any questions for any further Q&As, the link is in the top of the description and in the pinned comment. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we have a bunch of other things that happen in the server. We also host game nights, and some of the game nights get turned into video highlights that'll get uploaded here. And I'm usually active in there talking to supporters and whatever, so if you wanted to say what's up, you can. And yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much it for this video, so if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, bye. Fucking asking me does it clap and shit. What the fuck do you think?